Welcome to ChopChopChef. Thank you for joining me today on today's video clip. You and me, today we do something fairly easy, simple, but I'm pretty sure on the end everybody will love it. I call it Eierlikör. Oh yes, what it is? Eggnog or / advocate. For this eggnog, let's call it eggnog. What I have as ingredients here is we having, if you start here in the front right here, we have obviously vanilla sugar, then we have normal custard sugar, and we have, as you can see, obviously whole eggs, fresh cream, and of course, most importantly for an eggnog, right, it's alcohol. So I using today a brandy, right? Brandy, you can use either any brandy you like. I prefer Asbach, and yes, I do not get any money out of this one making advertising for it. Anyway, Asbach. You can use as well a cognac. Cognac is upgrading obviously the whole taste and flavors. I only can afford brandy, so that's what we're using this one. That's what that is. And a little, on the end goes in a little schnapps, right? Just a schnapps glass full. And yes, I use a Kirschwasser. Again, you can use anything you like, but very important is obviously that your brandy, which they normally have, has at least 37% alcohol. That's important. Yeah. So what we have to do is we have to put the cream on the stove and warm it up to 65 degrees. When you do this one, I put it now on the stove and I put it on low heat, right? While we continue this in a minute. Yeah. So just give me a minute. I put this one quickly on my stove to start warming it up while we then continuing. So this goes all in my pot on low heat, easy done. Yeah, I will be there in a second with you. Let's put it on 3.5. Okay, so the cream is on the stove, yeah? And now what we need is, obviously we have to separate our eggs. Yeah, so the egg yolk going straight into my pastry bowl here. Let's put these babies actually outside, because we need this bowl for the egg white. Okay, yeah. Again, so we separated egg white from egg yolk. However you feel comfortable is the easiest way for you to do that. Yeah. I today make one by one. Then obviously everything what you do for this one, we have to make sure it's all 100% clean, sterile and cold, right? So I just took my eggs out of the refrigerator. The cream, of course, I mean this one gets heated up, but you cannot have it just in the ambient temperature for too long. Yeah. Okay. And everything, like I said, my bowl has to be nice and clean. My pastry hand blender, yeah, everything has to be spot on. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are nearly there with the first exercise of separating egg yolk from egg white. We have done that many times, right? So you know the drill of this one. This one goes then in my refrigerator, which I obviously will use tomorrow for my egg white omelette. Yummy, yummy. Now, obviously, we're having our pastry hand blender. Will be a little bit loud, so we have to now get a creamy consistency. Yeah. So in doing so, first, okay, we scroll the egg yolk, and by now we rinse the sugar in continuously. Okay, so we got the sugar in. We straight away put our vanilla sugar in here as well. Easy peasy. Yeah, and now this one we give a nice, good, creamy consistency. That's what we like, right? If the camera comes over here and sees the beautiful consistency of the egg yolk and sugar. That's sort of what we want to achieve, right? Nice. Yeah. Perfect, that's already enough. Yeah, we can turn this baby off. Putting it on the side. Okay, and all right, let me just clean this one up here for a moment. Nicely, nicely. Actually, while I do this one, do you know the link below this video clip, right, is called Buy Me a Coffee. This one gives you access to this recipe and all other recipes. So if you're looking for a recipe, go to Buy Me a Coffee. All right, let's check our cream. Right, so now we're coming on the stove here and see how our cream is going. So as I said to you, we do not want to boil this one, but we want to achieve a 65 °C, not Fahrenheit, by the way. So we're having just 20, so this will take probably a minute till we are there. Okay, so as I said, our cream, we warm it up, right? To now I have 63, so okay, perfect. That's fine, between 60 and 65. Yeah, I turned already my heat source off. Yeah. Okay, we're putting this whisk just on the side for a moment as well. Okay, and now we're taking our warm. Do not boil the cream, please. Okay. Now, obviously, our egg yolk, right, as I said as well, now we're straining in our warm cream into this egg yolk mixture. Okay, very easy. Just little first, yeah, and start sort of mixing it. And why what's the reason and the purpose of all these things? Yeah, now all this sugar what is in here, right, and the sugar has to be completely dissolved. That's why we need a good warm temperature, but not too hot. Yeah. All right. Yeah, okay, we're getting there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's put all in. Schwuppdiwupp. Yeah, looking good. Now give it a good stir. This is important, right? Because we're having a cold mixture and a warm one, so the temperatures are vital. Yeah. Obviously, if the cream is too hot, the whole thing will be scrambled eggs, right? Or if it's too cold, your sugar will not dissolve. Okay. Okay. The next sort of test what we're doing, yeah, you're learning so much here on my channel, is how do I know the sugar is all dissolved? I'm taking a spoon and just slide it through my mixture here. Let's see if we can do this one. So I have the spoon and just go through here, schwuppdiwupp, and then have a look how smooth the surface is here. There's no sugar crystals, nothing. Seems like we did the right thing here. Okay, but we just stir it one more time. All right, but now comes the best part, right? Hello, we said eggnog advocate, we need our alcohol. Of course, now the sugar is all dissolved. Now we can continue with the cold liquid to mix into it, right? If you do it before, obviously it's not working. Okay, all this brandy / cognac, yeah, goes all in there, will be nicely done. And yes, just for the final oomph, yeah, we're using our schnapps. In this case, I use Kirschwasser. Yeah, you can have a William schnapps, you can have, yeah, anything you like. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Now this is one part. I leave this one in this bowl in the refrigerator for easy an hour before I transfer it into my bottle, right? Because now it cools down quicker because it's a more open space. If I have it in a small liter bottle, right, this takes much longer to cool this one down. Okay, we're putting this in the refrigerator and see you shortly. So our eggnog or advocat is now chilled down for the last 1.5 hours, right? So beautiful. I have 2 vessels here where I fill it in. I don't have a bottle today, so I use these carafes. And before we fill it up, somebody has to do the hard yards, right? So what we have to do is, we want to make sure, has it got all the flavors what it needs? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, yes, it's got my blessing. Definitely alcohol in it. Okay, now obviously I fill this one I fill up the eggnog into our beautiful glass carafe, which I put then a lid on it as well. Yeah. So we want to have this one here. Beautiful. One, and then another one here, because I like to give this away later on to some good friends of mine. They will be very happy. Now remember, I think I said it already, it's vital that you have this one continue, and at any given time you must have it stored below 5 degrees in your refrigerator. This is absolutely important. Yeah. And yes, the shelf life ideally has 2 days. Yeah. You can stretch it for 3 days, but I tell you what, soon you have the first glass, this 1 liter is not even stretching 2 days. Definitely not in my neighborhood. Watch. Here we go. Look at that, beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, look at that. Isn't it yummy? Eggnog, eierlikör, advocat, all the same thing, right? It tastes so yummy. Yes, we do this particular around the Christmas time. Yeah, we have Glühwein and eierlikör. But you can have this any day. So for you today to enjoy, and thank you very much for joining me on ChopChopChef. Till next time.